Hi, I'm Daisy Turnbull and I'm applying as an international student from Australia to your fashion course. I just submitted the digital portfolio, which was scans of my art making and exhibiting folio from my final year at school. But that subject was very broad, very unstructured. You were kind of able to develop your own ideas and refine your own ideas, which I love, and it was very creative. But I thought it'd be cool to show you scans from my textiles folio, which was another subject I completed that was a lot more structured. There were guidelines to follow, and I think it's really important to show you kind of both ways in which I can work, and because they're both just as important as each other in fashion. So I'll try and make it quick because I know you have a lot to get through, but thank you so much. So we were just prompted with the idea of sustainability. So that was quite broad at the beginning. And then I really got into researching detachable garments and multi-purpose wear that can be worn in multiple ways. And after looking at first-hand research, I developed an end user profile, which was the age bracket of sort of my age, like high school, uni students. Then developed some evaluation criteria, which would later go against our drawings and also the final product to see if it met its criteria of sustainability. The visualization stage was very divergent, and I was able to look at existing garments out there, which are all mentioned in the intellectual property bibliography in order to give them credit. But these sketches are all done myself, inspired by some other drawings, and it allowed me to look at the elements and principles and the aesthetic qualities and all the visuals, and also ways in which I could detach it or materials that I could use that are actually sustainable. And then this is where we begin our design options. So this was my first one against the criteria. Then we have my second one against the criteria, but the one I did choose was the third one, which I thought blended heaps. There was a lot of like the buckles for adjustability. That's sustainable because they work for a lot of people. Then there's all the detachable areas. So I was really happy with this one. And here's where all the structure comes in with all the pattern flats and the measurements. And I think it is really helpful to know this because in a situation where you are going by rules, it's a really important skill to have. We did a large range of material research, research on certain processes, materials, techniques, laser engraving. There was materials testing, a lot of that here, and samples of the material were also collected. We were then required to make a toile, so a trial of our garment, which was just with a simple white fabric and used to kind of test out our ideas and see what modifications needed to be made. So you can see it here at a few angles, and then obviously compare it against the design brief and prove how exactly it was met or what needs to be changed. We were then required to plan out our production. So we've got quality measures, how we're going to uphold quality, risk assessment, production steps, timeline, materials list and costing, risk management, and then triple bottom line, so sustainability. And we would later make modifications if any of those weren't upheld. You'll later see my production journal of actually producing the garment, but here we've got the complex processes I used with the final garment, and then my quality measures annotated, whether I adhered to them or not. And the same goes for risk assessment, production steps and timeline, materials listing, costing, and risk management. And obviously you can see there were a lot of changes, but I think it was really good to see where I went wrong and kind of reflect on my own working just for next time and how I can make it more efficient. Here I've just documented some modifications that I actually made from the toile, and then a little collage of the final garment. And then we've got the finished product front and back view, assessing the final product against the design brief. And then here we've compared it to not only the toile, but also the design option from the beginning. I was really happy with how it turned out. Another annotated production steps and timeline, how the quality was upheld, how it upheld multi-purpose aspects and the sustainability aspects. So it did fulfill a lot of the criteria in the end, which I was really happy with. And then the final few pages are actually of my production journal. So I do a weekly log and I document the modifications, the end user feedback, which was fictional and a hypothetical end user that matched my age, and then the health and safety documentation. So every week something went wrong, I'd have to put it in there. One time I actually had to unpick the side of the thing and completely start again. It was a week before it was due. So there was a lot, but it's really good to put in when that happened and how you dealt with it and to know what to do for next time. So there's that, and then there's another page of the production journal. So yeah, I'm from Victoria, Australia, and I completed VCE, meaning we finished school in year 12, and my subjects were art making, exhibiting, and product design and technology textiles. So I thought it'd be cool to show you sort of the two different ways in which I can work, and I think both are just as important as the other and really important in the fashion industry. So I hope you enjoyed. I know it is a lot of writing, but I'm not expecting you to read anything. I hope I could just kind of run you through that and you can see still what I am capable of. But thank you so much for watching this, and I look forward to hearing from you.